Ugh, where are we? Well, I'll tell you where we are. We're at the beginning of a new episode. And inside Exdeath's castle. Mwahaha! Welcome to my castle! Exdeath! Lord Exdeath, Galuf and his cohorts have made it to Big Bridge. Well, that's not very creatively named, now is it? Fortuitous timing, prepare the giant mirror! Yes, my lord. Perhaps I should thank you. You are about to become quite useful to me. Here it is. Well, that's not a particularly big mirror at all. Bartz, look, up in the sky. A bird? No, wait, it's our reflections. Grandpa, look! Bartz, Lena, Ferris, what in blazes is going on? And in the sky... Stand down, Galuf. One more step and they die. Hell's bells. Everybody fall back. Gilgamesh. Sir. Watch them. See that they don't try anything. Exdeath, you... Ugh. Krile, I'm borrowing your Windrake. Bartz and the others need my help. Release the Windrake! Yes, sir. Windrake released. Do you want to jump on it while it's still here? No, I'm gonna do it while it's moving. It's cooler looking that way. But the Windrake heads all the way from the big bridge that really is a big bridge, all the way to Exdeath's castle, which is very conveniently located right next to Big Bridge. Finally, we've stopped at Wawa. I'm gonna get me a bag of combos. Thanks, boy. Now go back to Krile, okay? Okay. Well, I'm in. Received Bart's items and the crystal shards. Bartz, Lena, Ferris. Hold on, I'm coming. Alright. Now we have Galuf again. We have the power. And he's a Mystic Knight right now, which is good. I'm gonna wait until we actually get the rest of the party back before I cover new jobs. But now we can finally begin this episode proper. With combat. And these guys. I don't know what these guys are doing here. They're just regular old goblins. They're just kind of walking around, minding their own business. Like, they're trapped in that room. Like, there's nothing in there. There's no, like, walls or doors or anything like that. It's just that room. They're just there. They're just hanging out. Oop. Shell Bear. Not particularly powerful, but we don't want to get back attacked, so I am gonna bring you into the front row here. Take more damage, deal more damage. And sure, I'll get punched by a bear a little bit if it means we can go in for some science. And by science, I mean Spellblades. But there is some science to it. The science is what happens when you light a sword on fire. And the answer is pretty cool stuff. Alright, down here, we should get ourselves prepared. Because we're going to be encountering a fan favorite. Yeah, I'll keep him in the front row. Alright, oop. You're not a fan favorite, hang on. You're a bunch of piters. I don't want to be dealing with a bunch of piters. Well, maybe I do, because it will help get Galuf leveled up a little bit. But it means he's going to be moving agonizingly slowly. Get out of here. And you, what are you staring at? With your big ol' eyes, all four of them. Get out of here. Get a job, Tarantula. Not sure where that came from, but oh well. Maybe I'm channeling my inner old man. Alright, let's move on up. Try to sneak up. But we are detected by... Who goes there? It's the boy, the man of the hour himself, Gilgamesh. Alright, if you think Gilgamesh is gonna be an easy fight, well, you're kinda right on this one. Try to get Protect on yourself, try to come into the fight with full health, and having white magic is definitely helpful. And then it's all just a matter of beating the hell out of this guy. Gilgamesh is going to be a returning thorn in our side throughout the entire game. And in later fights, he's gonna have some cool stuff for us to steal. But not right now. Ooh, yeah. Feel the aging. Feel the old. You've been hit by my sword of old. Swords of revealing old. And yeah, this fight is basically just gonna be slugging with your strongest melee attacks, or spells if you have them. Honestly, this fight's not too bad, because, I mean, you're only fighting it with one person, so... Probably the most difficult part is just me trying not to read every text box and just try to be like, take this! Rah! Rah! Hopefully one more attack should do it. Inconceivable! Well then. That's enough for a bit of a beating for today. Don't step out of line again. I'm out of here. Of course, Gilgamesh, the big brave man he is, runs away to fight another day. Galuf! Sit tight. I'll have you out of there in a jiffy. I kick the door down. Thanks, old man. Sorry for messing up your plans. We just wanted... Save it. I'll verbally berate you later, after we've blown this pop stand. Now we've got a full party again. Galuf in the front. So let's get out of here, and then we'll cover the Earth Crystal jobs. How about that? More Tarantulas! But they are easily defeated. They are no match for a simple stoplight. Much like those evil pizzas. Yeah, there we go. Doing some nice big damage, but we're at the point where damage in the hundreds isn't going to be as strong. Are there any other enemies in here? Just tarantulas and shell bears, I guess? Oh, you know what? Shell Bear here probably has a lot of magic defense, since, I mean, he's named Shell. Or he has some magic defense, just not a lot of it, I guess. Alright. Make a liar out of me, I see how it is. Alright, now despite the fact that these guys are in their own little separate room here, whoa, better not let them see me. They're not gonna bother you. They didn't bother Galuf. But no, we just have to just crawl around on our face. I'm gonna mop the floor with my face. I'm gonna mop every single tile. Oh, this place is gonna be super squeaky clean by the time I'm done with it. Look at that. The floor's fucking spotless. Incredible work from Bartz Klauser, janitor extraordinaire. There's not much else we can do here, though. I mean, we can go up here, I guess. And there is a recovery spring, and recovery spring's brother, even better. And a save point, but that's just kind of for the beginning. So now we've exited Exdeath's castle. Gosh, I just want to take in this music. And we will at some point. Well, in editing anyway. Because right now, I think it's time to cover the last jobs that we have yet to cover. So what jobs would those be, I say knowingly? Well, they are the Dragoon, the Samurai, the Chemist, and the Dancer. So Future Tales, if you will, one last time, please, tell us what we're doing. Dragoons are powerful melee fighters who don't just fight on the ground, they fight in the air as well. These spear wielders have the ability to jump into the air, allowing them to avoid attacks for a turn and then crash down for a powerful move. If they're equipped with a spear, jump deals double damage, which can make up for the turn you spend doing nothing. On top of that, Dragoons also have a new ability in Final Fantasy V called Lance, which allows them to drain HP and MP from a target. It's weaker than an Osmos or a Drain spell, but doesn't have a chance of missing, which can potentially be very powerful. Dragoons are a really solid Earth Crystal job and will carry you to the endgame. If you're familiar with other Final Fantasy games, you probably know what to expect from them. They're pretty darn good. For those that can feel the rhythm, the Dancer might be for you. Dancer's unique ability is, of course, to dance, which has 4 different effects depending on random chance. You can either confuse a target, drain their HP or MP, or even perform a powerful attack that deals 4 times damage, which can be very, very powerful if equipped to a melee job. On top of that, Dancers can also learn Flirt, which allows them to charm enemies, which can be pretty effective on some enemies, but never works on bosses, so you do have to be careful. Dancer might seem underwhelming at first, but honestly, the dance command is definitely worth mastering, and you can master it pretty quick as well, so it might be good to give Dancer a try. Samurai is a potentially very powerful melee fighter. With their ability to wield katanas, they can get random crits on enemies, and with the ability of Zeninage, they can consume Gil to deal fixed damage to all enemies, with the amount of Gil consumed and the amount of damage dealt based on the user's level. On top of that, they also have a passive trait of Shirahadori, which allows them to dodge physical attacks 25% of the time, which does stack with the evasion bonuses of shields as well. Probably their strongest tool is Iai-Nugi, which takes a long time to master, but allows them to cast instant death on all enemies, which is potentially very, very powerful against large groups, but isn't powerful against most bosses in the game. Samurai has a host of different abilities to use and is quite powerful, so you'll probably want to use it. It's very strong. Just keep an eye on your wallet. Finally, we have Chemist, a job that by itself is pretty underwhelming, but has a lot of different commands it can pass on that give great support utility. Chemists have natural pharmacology, which allows them to double the potency of potions and ethers they use, and have the ability to drink as well, allowing you to drink certain medicine items to increase their stats. The real draw to Chemist, however, is probably their mix ability, which allows you to combine 2 items to create a different effect. There are a lot of different items that you can mix together, and some of them are potentially incredibly powerful. On top of that, they also have the ability of Recover, which is a slightly weaker version of Esuna that you can cast for free. It won't cure Petrify, but it will cure other status ailments like Toad, Silence, and Minnie. And finally,
they have the ability Revive, which allows them to resurrect all KO'd party members on the field. Be careful, however, as while Revive is free, it does revive party members to a pretty low amount of health, so it's very much possible that they can die again, but Revive is potentially incredibly powerful. Chemist might not seem like much on the surface, but its abilities are definitely worth mastering. And with that, we've covered all the jobs in Final Fantasy V, unless there's some secret hidden job we're gonna get later. But there's no way Square would do something like that, right? Right? I'm being handed a note here.
Alright, that was a lovely explanation, so now let's actually start getting these new jobs in. I'm going to make Ferris a Dragoon, and I'm going to give her... I'm gonna give her Learn, just in case. Alright, so we already have something more powerful than a Mithril Spear, but I'll give the Mithril Spear anyway. Alright, Lena, you're gonna remain the same. Bart's, though. I think I'm actually going to make Bart's a... You know what? I never used Chemist. I'm gonna make Bart's a Chemist. We're gonna give you Black Magic level 3, and you're gonna be able to drinky drink. Drink with the best of them. Galuf, I'm gonna keep you as Mystic Knight for now, but I might switch you to Samurai later, and Lena, you're pretty much completely fine. Having a good healer is probably a good idea. Alright, now we're in a new world, Galuf's world, and there's a lot of new different monsters, which are back attacking us, because why wouldn't they? And Digestive Acid is doing a fair amount of damage, all things considered. Feels like it always does a certain amount. Alright, Chemist. Let's use one of these. So how about with Chemist we drink a Speed Shake, which will cast haste on us. Chemist's big thing is their ability to mix certain items later on, but also their ability to just drink. They're very good at drinking. If you need a kegger, these guys can provide. Other than that, we have a Dragoon now as well, and I think you guys pretty much know how Dragoon works. I think you guys who are familiar with the Final Fantasy games probably know Dragoon, but in case you don't, Dragoons have the ability to jump, allowing them to land on an opponent to deal double damage. Jump here, however, is interesting because Jump's power boost actually only works on lances. You don't get the power boost from using daggers, I'm pretty sure. So if you are going to be using Jump, you basically have to have a spear equipped. But if you do, it's quite powerful. It's quite good, and you're almost invincible while you're up in the air. I say almost because those who've played this game probably know of a certain enemy that can hit us up there. There we go, the monsters are going to be a little bit more tough from now on. There's the big bridge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to heal up with a tent. And... Ooh, this presents an interesting thing. Because we're technically getting to a fight I can steal something from, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the ones where you can just buy the item later. I don't think it's exclusive to this upcoming boss fight that you guys probably know what it is. So, let's just go on. This is such a good arrangement of the battle on the big bridge. Welcome to one of Final Fantasy V's most iconic scenes, the battle on the big bridge. Looks like monsters have taken the bridge. Stay on your toes. Alright, the battle on the big bridge requires us to fight a bunch of monsters in a row. Do I have black magic on Lena, actually? You know, I don't know that I do. Maybe I should make Lena a black mage, and because she can still heal as a black mage because of the white mage stuff. You know what? I'll do that in a sec. Alright. These guys don't hit too hard. I mean, Mustard Bomb did a little bit there, but they aren't too bad, all things considered. And if Mustard Bomb doesn't hit anyone, then it doesn't do any damage. Now that's some smart thinking right there. Alright. Let's make you a black mage real quick. Yeah, you don't have any black magic spells right now, so I'm gonna make you a black mage. Just so that you have both healing and dealing utility. I'm up here and... oh, holy smokes! Guess who's been waiting behind this door the whole time? Yes, it's me. Took you long enough too. I was worried you might have gotten lost. Anyway, it's go time. Alright, if you thought Gilgamesh was easy before, well, I mean, you're right. He's a little more tough here, though. I'm gonna get Protect on as many people as I can. And I'm gonna get that Speed Shake going on Bartz again. Now, unfortunately, you can't, like, give a drink to someone else. They have to have the drink command to use it. You know what? Let's use that Goliath tonic, too, to temporarily boost our max HP. There we go, he's starting to cast Era now. Gilgamesh actually generally does carry a lot of pretty good blue magic spells. So if there's a certain blue magic spell you want, there's a decent chance Gil might actually have it. Good old Greg, always ready to provide. Try to attack with critical hits. That's not gonna work. Ooh, you know what? Packing a Time Mage probably would have been good too. Oh well. Time Mage just to get haste on everyone, but we've got haste on Bartz. And Bartz is the only one that matters, right? I do actually have to check real quick. Can I equip a... no, I can't. I was gonna be like, can I equip a Fire Rod and be all cheeky-breaky? But no, that is not the case. There is no cheekiness here. Let's try to do damage. Oh, I didn't Spellblade on Galuf. What am I doing? I'm a fool. Let's heal everyone up. You know what? Let's heal specifically Lena up. Keep on at it with the Fyra. And Ferris is just gonna jump again. Ah, that speed boost is nice. Although, sadly, we do have a limited supply of drinks. It is still nice to have. Alright, Spellblade. I'm gonna Spellblade Fire. I made an error of judgment! Fighting all four of you. Is just too tough for me. Ha! I lied! Like a rug! Oh, I kill me. Oh, and he's trying to kill us now. Alright, Gilgamesh is a little bit tougher now. He's got himself Protect, he's got himself Shell, he's gonna just continuously jump on Bartz. We don't have like an arachne web, do we? That would actually be really good for this, just to kind of prevent him from running roughshod over us, but we don't have that, sadly. And we don't have slow. So all of our attacks are going to just deal little bits of damage. Cast more Fyras. Jump into the air a little bit more. No, don't you jump in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. What are you doing? Trying to heal yourself? You can't heal yourself if you haven't taken any damage, dummy. Silly Billy. Silly Gilly, more like it. Alright, hopefully we're about close to knocking you out. You've got a lot of health, good sir. And I'm not sure I really like that. If you want me to be real, I would like for you to have less health. Less would be, you know, pretty neat in this situation, but I guess if you just want to have a lot of health, then I guess that's fine. I guess that's okay. I'd rather you didn't. I'd rather you just, like, crumble to this next Fyra spell. Or that dagger. If that dagger had killed you, I would have been happy with that. But no. You don't want my happiness, do you, Gilgamesh? You're here, you're so selfish. Always thinking of yourself, never thinking of anyone else. Alright, I have to bring out the big guns now. I realize I haven't had a fire rod equipped the entire time. Let's start doing a little bit more. Goodness gracious! I, just remembered something. See ya! I must take my leave. But we'll meet again. Count on it! Bye-bye. And he doesn't give us anything. That's fine. I didn't need anything from him anyway. What can he provide me? Answer quite a bit later on, but for now I'm not gonna worry about it. Run through, and there were no other monsters. Wait, hold on. There were... And I have encounters turned on, I'm pretty sure. You're supposed to encounter a bunch of monsters there. And if I didn't delete the footage, we'll find out later, I guess. Tails can roll the footage to show there's a lot of monsters there, but... I guess not. Fuck me, I guess. Cryo! Grandpa! The barrier! Look out! The barrier? No, what are you talking about, a barrier? Oh. It's a big pink orb. The force of it coming up is so strong it blows us away. To God knows where. Grandpa! Huh? Grandpa? Oh, where did he go? And where did he go is actually a really good question, because not even we know. Any idea where this is? Yeah. This has got to be Glossiana. The back of Beyond. Crawling with monsters, too. Figured we'd be thrown someplace like this. Galuf, sorry about all this. I mean, we came to help you, but you ended up helping us. As usual. I meant it, you know. You really didn't have to come. Meddlesome bums, the lot of you. Still, it's good to see you again. Alright. There's a lot of terrain that we have to traverse on our way back to the big bridge. But more importantly, there's like an ocean as well. How are we going to get over that ocean? Well, I'll tell you right now, we're not going to get over it at the moment. Let's try to get to the next town. Because I think the next town should be... Yeah, no, I've got encounters on, so... What was up with that? That was really weird. Normally you get like a ton of different monster encounters there. You have to fight like upgraded versions of the Galacats, you have to fight Neo Garula. And they just weren't there. I mean, I guess I can show pics of them from the bestiary, but they were supposed to be there. And they weren't. And that's really weird. I'm still freaking out about it. I guess every time you pass by a certain threshold, it's like a chance for an encounter. It's not like completely fixed, but that's just... I don't know, it's just... I'm freaking out about it. As I'm not freaking out that much, all things considered, but... It's still just bizarre that it happened like that. I'm not gonna shut up about it. Let's get another Fyra going. I mean, you guys know that I have a tendency to not shut up about certain things. It kind of comes with the territory of doing Let's Play, if you want to be real. Just kind of talking a lot and saying words out of my ass. Fighting squids. I don't want squids out of my ass, though. Well, I would want them out of my ass. I wouldn't want them in my ass, actually. Now that I think about it, that would be really weird. Alright. Time for the town of Regol. And, more importantly, time for some magic. So there's a lot of great spells to get in Regol, but we have to be kind of careful about it because they're a bit expensive. I'm gonna buy Shell for now. And then when it comes to black magic, I'm gonna buy all 3 black magics. And I'm gonna buy Sloga and Return for time magic. I'm not gonna buy Comet yet. It's not really that worth it right now. And if we head on over to the shops, a lot of different items we can get now. Orichalcum Dirk, Warhammer, Ashura, Sleepblade, Wind Spear, Dark Bow, Dream Harp, and Chain Whip. I'm gonna buy a Wind Spear for Ferris. And over here in Armor Town, I'm going to buy another golden shield, and probably have some things we can sell too. Cotton robes. I don't think we're gonna have enough to buy 2 wizard hats. But it's not like we don't have a means of grinding. I'm gonna buy at least 1. One of the items in there as well, the Gaia gear, is actually pretty important to note, because it increases the power of earth spells, and it's the only one that does. So if you have a summoner that wants to, you know, power up Titan, you probably want that. Now where'd my ribbon disappear to? She actually has different things to say depending on, like, which side you talk to her on. Like, she'll say, oh, he runs the armor store, he runs the weapons store. Alright, we have a pub to go to as well. But you'll probably notice, hey, there's no piano here. Regol's classic brew has a rich and full-bodied flavor. Well, there is a piano here, actually. It's just all the way in the back. And talk to it. We're starting to be lovely with that piano. Soon we'll have max piano skill, and then we'll be able to rule the world. Alright. Well, Albie, guests, this is a sight for sore eyes. Tonight's on the house. That's awfully nice of you, thank you. I'm gonna take a swig of my Gatorade. Tasty. Huh? Where'd Galuf go? Where'd Galuf go? I forgot he actually asks it too. But he figures out. He's at the bar. Ah, now that's the stuff. Finally, a chance to try the famed Regol brew. Kinda burns a path down your throat. Oh, Bartz, what's up? Couldn't sleep. Come on, pull up a chair. Galuf, I'm sorry. If we hadn't butted in, you'd have been able to get into Exdeath's castle. Nah, even if we had gotten in, the barrier would have destroyed us. I hadn't the slightest inkling it had been finished. In fact, it's only thanks to you that we weren't all crushed. Galuf. Bartz, you knew that once you came here, you could never return. So, why'd you do it? No particular reason. Bartz, thank you. Hey, don't worry about it. Well, even though we disobeyed orders, it turns out to be a happy ending after all. But that's going to be it for today's episode of Final Fantasy XIV. That's not Final Fantasy XIV at all. How many times have I said Final Fantasy XIV in this video now? I'm so paranoid now. Have I been calling it that this entire time? Final Fantasy V! Oh, it's probably had 14 on the brain because of Gilgamesh. Because of good old Greg. If you liked this video, please hit the things that do the things that make the things happen. It helps me fight against the eldritch dimension-hopping abomination that is the YouTube algorithm. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.